Hello Virgo, my name is Tanya. Welcome to my channel. I'll be doing a month ahead reading for you for December. So I'm going to give these some extra shuffles just for Virgo energy. Get that in there. Some things to note, I do read intuitively. That is my primary method of reading, so whatever messages come through from my guides or ancestors or the universe for the collective. And also a reminder that this is a reading for the collective. So if the entire thing doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Don't force it in there. Focus on the messages that resonate with you. Those are the ones that are meant for you. So let's see what we have here for our Virgo viewers. All right. We have the Moon, King of Coins. That's the one that came out when I was shuffling too. Four of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So I'm just going to take a moment to see what I'm getting overall here for you, and then we'll get into each of the cards. So let's see. So it feels like it's going to be a busy month, but there's a lot about strong foundations and stability in it. So you could even be hosting an event, like be the one that's actually footing the bill for a major event this month. Or it could just be, I mean, it is the holiday season, so there could be that you're putting out a lot of coin, or you are managing the budget at a minimum for some major event, or for the gifts this year, or something like that. Something that involves material things. Maybe even a Secret Santa type of thing. Never know for December. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we get from each of the individual cards here. So we're starting out here with the Moon. The Moon is about things that you can only see under the light of the full moon. So think of that. Things that you can't see through the light of the day. So secrets revealed at night, or under the light of the moon, as I've already stated, but apparently needs to come out again. What am I feeling for Virgo for this card? You're revealing secrets. So there's something you've been holding on to, some information that you have held back from some people, and it's this, you are ready to reveal it. You're ready to expose the truth. You're ready to let people know what's really been going on. So you're ready to share a secret that in some cases you've held for years, and for others it's just been some maybe like surprise thing. And normally you would not be very good at holding that secret, but you've been very good at it. So it's either some deep, dark secret from long ago past, or a more lighthearted secret, more recent. But you will be revealing it at the beginning of the month. So if it's something you were thinking you're going to wait and hold on to till Christmas, you might have to work a little harder at doing that, because you're going to have the urge to blurt it out or to share it here at the beginning of the month. And then we're coming up on the King of Coins. This is where I got the budgeting thing. So the King of Coins. Coins are the equivalent of pentacles. One, it's an earth element, and Virgo is also an earth sign. So it's very grounding, very confident in what it's doing. It's also like the top level, the highest you can get in this energy. And it's more of a masculine energy, so more of a hard energy, so a little bit firm, not as nurturing, but more fact-based and, well, just giving it to you like it is kind of energy. And pentacles themselves are also about material things, things that you can feel and touch. In fact, like coins and money, your home, the things that you put into your home, things like that. And it can be about work too, in your job. because that's how you earn money or resources, funds, in order to purchase the things that you want. In this case, though, it feels, because it is that top card, where you are in command, in charge of the household budget or some budget somewhere, or you are in charge of funding it. But because you are in charge of funding, you are managing the budget. So there we go. That's all coming out there. You also don't like to rush into decisions when it comes to this event. You have a plan, you have a budget, the things that are already set aside. You do have probably an emergency fund or something like that. It's all about the details, right? So you have everything planned out. You may need to allow for some flexibility in it. So maybe add a little bit more to the unexpected budget, the unexpected items. And those sounds you hear in the background, that is my dog. She is up and thinks she needs some attention. So I will be right back, and we're on the King of Coins. So essentially, it's not necessarily the emergency portion of your budget that you want to increase. It might be the splurge, unexpected splurges, part of your budget that you might want to just bump up a little bit. Indulge in some things, maybe more than you normally would for this event or this season or this month. Whatever feels right to you. And then we're coming up to the Four of Wands. This is the event. Somewhere around mid-month is what it feels like for the majority of you. And we can see, so fours are about stabilities. They're a foundation. So this is building up a strong foundation. And this could be a wedding. That's what it looks like very much in this image of the Four of Wands. Wands are about, it's a fire element. So it's about passion and quick action. It feels like there's something else that wants to come through here, but I'm not quite feeling it yet. Again, that is the dog in the background. Sorry for that. She sometimes just comes to life during the readings. Oh, okay. This could also be a baby shower or birth announcement, that type of thing. It could even be literally birthdays, a birthday or birthdays. For some reason, birthdays wants to come out. So maybe there's more than one birthday in your family during the month of December. But you really want to celebrate those. It's a big deal, whatever this is in your life and the life of your family and friends, the people that are close to you. That is what this is feeling like very much. And then we have the Eight of Wands. This means that there's a lot of energy and it's coming in fast and furious. Just boom. But and it's forward moving, right? It's forward moving, but it is coming fast. Fast and hot. It's wands, fire element. So just know that once this is wrapping up, the wrapping up of it, or perhaps you have a very short time between this and something else, or where you want to wrap everything up within a very short period of time, it is going to be very busy, very, very busy. More tasks than you probably thought you had. This might be where some of the budget comes in, is the wrapping up of things. And make sure that you find some way to fit in there some downtime for yourself so that you can so that you have the energy to get through that part of the month. You're going to need that to help you push through. And it feels like it's just it might last a whole week, where it's just this really frantic almost energy, but it is the wrapping up of things from this event. It's like after parties. After parties is coming in here too. More than one. So a lot of times leading up to a wedding or even after something like a wedding, there are, I'm trying to think of things I've been involved in my past. I've never been married, but things like the thank you notes, opening the presents. Usually there's a get together for that. There's Doing, again, the thank you notes, going through the guest lists and seeing who did come, didn't come. Pictures, wrapping that up, identifying that, looking through them all. What do you want to keep? What do you not? Making sure everything is paid and all the outstanding parts for this are cleared up. Cleaning up after the reception. Sometimes you need to do that. Or you need to make sure whoever you hired to do that gets it done. All that stuff. There's almost as much planning and activities after the event as there were before leading up to it. The thing is, leading up to it, there's usually more space between the events. This is all condensed down into just a few days and maybe even a week. For some of you, it might be a couple, but it feels like days where you just got to get it in. It's one thing after another. Boom, boom, boom. And then we get to the Four of Swords. This is your well-deserved rest. Swords are about communication, about our thoughts, our ideas, education even. Again, it's another four, so it's about having that solid foundation and taking time for yourself in this case. The Four of Swords is typically a period of rest, especially resting your mind, which is probably going to be totally burned out after all of the stuff you have going on here, because you've been so wrapped up in it until now. You're almost going to have a hard time relaxing, because you might second guess, wait, did we do this? Well, we forgot this, that type of thing. This card is telling you, you will need to take that brain break. You will need to zone out for a few days after all this is over, toward the end of the month, and just take care of yourself. Let your mind rest. This might be where you have your own little mini vacation or your own little mini retreat even. But you don't want to go right into planning the next thing or thinking about the next thing. You need to take a break. Just take a break. Take some time for yourself and relax. Okay, let's see what we have here on the bottom of the deck. The Two of Swords. So this is about a decision that you'll need to make. I'm trying to see if it ties into anything we've already seen. Or this feels a little independent, so this may be another external, or maybe something in the future, another event perhaps that you might want to do. And for some of you, it might be related to this secret that you've been holding on to, as to either who you want to tell it to, how you want to put it out there, and exactly how much you want to share. That's for some of you. For others, there's a decision you may be putting off, and you've been using this event as an excuse to not make the decision, to postpone it, to procrastinate on this particular question or thing that you need to decide on. It's time to make, by the end of this month, maybe even after you get some rest here, you have to make a decision. It might be on the last day of the month, it might be on the first day of January, but this is a decision you have to make, and you're not going to have, there isn't one purely great choice in this matter. They even out, essentially. If you look at pros and cons of each, they kind of even out. They're just different. You need to trust yourself to make the right decision here. And it's going to be the one that feels the most right from your heart, from your intuition, and less about the brain. And maybe that's why they're telling you you're going to need to rest your brain here. You're going to need to take that break and just act more from instinct, from love, from your heart energy to make this decision. But it's time to make it. By the end of this month, you're going to need to make this decision. You're going to have to make a choice. Let's pull an Angels and Ancestors card for our Virgo viewers. Let's see what that has to say. What do we have for Virgo? For Angels and Ancestors. The Oracle. Oh, I love this card. That's beautiful. Wait for important information. Interesting. I think this comes here. where it's time for you to rest, and perhaps you get some important information before you are forced to make this choice. But you need to be patient with yourself. So there is that knowledge in the back of your head as you're going through this month that you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to make this choice. It's not a choice you really want to make, because you'd like to have your cake and eat it too. But you can't. And you know this. And this is why you're struggling with, well, which way am I going to go? What do I want to do? And you don't want to avoid it, because that's giving away your power. When you do that, when you let somebody else or when you let circumstances make the decision for you, that's abdicating your power in this choice, in what happens next. You need to take that control and hold on to your power in that way. That's your energy. Don't give it away to somebody else. So you should be paying attention to some signs and symbolism that come up throughout the month as you're going through all of this. Pay attention to that. Try to document it as it comes up, because those are going to be your clues, your hints as to what you really want to do in this situation when it comes to this choice. It's going to be little clues dropped for you that you may note in the moment but then forget about later on, because you have so much going on, so many things. So try to either put, if you have a notes app on your phone, just try to put it quickly in there. Oh, on this day I thought this. It occurred to me that if I made this choice, I could do that. And that really made me feel excited. That made me feel happy. Or, well, then it occurred to me that if I made this choice, there could be this consequence. There could be this negative result. Note all that down as you're going through the month, and I think you'll see the pattern that will help you decide which way to go. Yeah. So I think you can hold off on making this decision and choice by the end of the month. But pay attention to what you see, what you feel as you get closer and closer to that time where you have to make the decision. All right, there we go. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Please hit that like button and please subscribe and help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.